Hi everyone, welcome to Adharshila coding classes. Today we are going to create a game on code.org using the Sprite Lab. The name of the game is Sensory Quest. In this, we will learn the function of sense organs using this game. The very first thing which I have to do here is to create the sprites. So as we all know that there are 5 sense organs, so we will be creating 5 sprites here. I'll drag the block from sprites which is saying make new sprite and I'll duplicate it for 4 more times. Now I want to have a background as well, so I'll be duplicating it one more time and attach it here. Now change the sprites and you have to change their location as well. There are 2 ways of doing it. Either you can upload a new sprite by going to costume, press on costume, select a new costume and upload the image. If you're not getting this option, you have the option to draw your own image. You can draw the image, you can upload the image, or you will find few components over here as well. So go and explore your sprites and whichever you feel like, you can select that way. I have already uploaded these sprites, so I'm going to directly take them. I'll start with the very first sprite, that is the sense organs written on my screen. Then I want to see different sprites of sense organs. I'll start from eyes, then nose, then hand, then I would need ear, and lastly I'm going to take a tongue here. After taking all the sprites, you will find that they are coming on one above the other. As you can see, the sprite location is same for all of them. We are going to change that sprite location. Before that, we have to make sure that the sprites are coming in actual size, which is required. So again, for this particular purpose, I'm going to take the size option from sprites, duplicate this also for 3-4 times. And select the sprite to change the size. I'll start from the sensory organs again. Now the size I want to keep here is 680 and I feel it looks nice like this. So I'm going to keep it this way only. For other sprites, for example, I'll keep it 60. That will look nice. Similarly for nose, I'm going to again keep it 60. For ears, again 60. And hand is also 60. If you notice the tongue is not that big, so I'm not changing it right now. In case you want to change the size, you can. Now I'll drag each and every component according to the requirement. So I'll first place the eye on my screen. Then I'm going to place the nose. Wherever you want to keep them, you simply need to drag the component over there. Then the hand is gesturing for the skin, which I'll be keeping here. Then I have ear, which will come over here. And as I have mentioned, the tongue is already in the correct size, so I'm not going to change the size for this tongue. Now, after we have taken all 5 sense organs, I want there should be some objects available in front of them, which we need to match to understand which sense organ work for which particular purpose. In this case, I need to upload few more sprites here. So again, I'll duplicate this block, attach it over here. Again, we need to add 5 more sprites. So I'll duplicate this 4 more times. It might look tedious task, but don't worry. After you will be able to create all the sprites, it will be easy for you to use them. Again, we will be changing the different sprites over here. I'll start from food. Then I'm going to take a cactus here. Then I'm going to take a boy listening to some music. Then a TV. And lastly, I'm going to take a rose here. Again, you will find the sprites are coming on the same location from where I have taken the tongue sprite. Don't worry, we will be changing their location one by one. Take them and keep them on a particular location. I'll set all these locations one by one. Don't worry if the sizes are not matching as such. We can change the size afterwards. And lastly, we have a rose here. As I have mentioned, we will be changing the size. So don't worry about the size also. I'll duplicate it for 3, 4 times. Keep one by one each and every block. Now, I think the size of the food is not that bad, so I'll keep it this way only. The cactus is little big, so I'll change the sprite as cactus and I'll try to keep its size to 60. Then the boy is looking again a little bigger. I'll make it as 70 or maybe 80. The TV is looking quite big, so I'll decrease the size here to 60. And again, the rows will be again having the size 60. Now, in case you want to change their locations or you want to fit them properly, again, you can select the location wherever you want to keep them and please place them properly. After completing this, I want that every time you are doing something, a particular component should be starting. So as soon as we have pressed on the run button, all these components will start coming on your screen. And then we have to select each and every component and attach them or drag them to the particular location. For example, we know that eyes are used, we can use eye as a sensory organ, which can help us in watching the things. So in this case, I can match it with the television. Now, how we are going to do this? We will be creating few events here. The event is saying that when my first component is going to get attached with the second component or it touches the second component, so I'll select when my eyes are going to touch TV. In this case, what I want that my eye, which is right now visible on the screen, should become invisible. So I'm going to remove this element. So I'll go to sprites here. I will remove it. Now, in case you are thinking how we are going to remove it, for that we have to do one thing. See, I want that if I drag the eye towards the TV, it should become invisible or it should get removed. But we have to make sure that your sprite is already having some property of being dragged, right? In that case, you can go to behaviors. You can select a behavior for your sprite. I'll take a behavior that is draggable. So let's see where is this dragging available. Being dragged. Okay, I'll select this. Select the component which you want to select. In this case, I'll select I. And now you have to attach it somewhere. So you can directly either attach it to the particular event you want to have, or I'm going to attach it that whenever I will be pressing on this particular sprite, it will become a draggable sprite. Okay. So we have to duplicate the same process for each and every component. Like I have done it for the eye. Similarly, we have to do the same process for nose, for my skin, for ear, as well as for my tongue. After completing this, we will be able to see how the project is working. So let's see how it's happening. I'll duplicate each and every block, attach them as per the requirement. It's done for the eye first. Now I'm going to do it for the ears. Similarly, I have to make sure that the ears are draggable as well. So in this case, I'm going to make ear draggable. Again, we have to duplicate this process. So I'll be duplicating it one more time here. This time it is going to be for some other sprite. Let's see, I'm selecting nose now. We are done till eyes, ears, nose, and skin. Last, we are left with the tongue. So I'll make a food for the tongue now. Let me check it one more time. It's done for eyes, it's done for ears, it's done for nose, it's done for skin, and it is done for the tongue. Now, as it is done, what I can do is I can check if it is working fine or not. So let's start let's start playing the game. Press on run, increase the size of the output screen. Now, as I have mentioned, I can drag the components by clicking on them. So I'll click on the eye, and I know eyes can be used for watching TV. Tongue can be used Tongue can be used for tasting delicious food. Ears can be used for listening to music. So I'll drag the ears towards the music. Hands or skin can be used for sensing the horns of the cactus. And similarly, the nose can be used for smelling the rose smell here. So as you can see, we have done all the things correctly and we are done with this project. I hope you liked it. If yes, please do like, share and subscribe to Adharshila Coding Classes.